Okay, in this video, we'd like to recap again the SharePoint help site that we offer all CMS webmasters. Once again, that's at sphelp.cms.k12.nc.us. And we're just going to briefly talk about the anatomy of the help site real quick. When you come into the home page on the site, we have an update section for everyone, and these tend to be some of the more important items that are out there right now that we would like you to take a look at. Anything from the way webmasters are added by the principals to the school supply list that we'll talk about here shortly, to some frequently asked questions we have at the bottom. This list of questions I suggest that everyone go ahead and read. It's probably going to cover a question you would have asked at some point. On the right, we have a shortcut button over to putting your Sharewell ticket in. That will automatically trigger the portal. And we also have a branding guide here for using CMS logos correctly. On the left side are all the help topics, and there's two topics specifically that I want to call out that are new to this 2017-18 school year. One is the adding the SIP and SLT to your website. We do now have an approved process for this to make these look consistent across all of the schools. So please read that. We also give you quick links to all the template downloads. We have a link over to the data used for school improvement site, and also to a sample page for the SLT page. We used Eastover Elementary as an example. They do a really good job on formatting their page, and we use them as a kind of a benchmark on how we would like all schools to look. So that's your SIP page that can be found over here on the left side. Also new to this school year is the creating your school supply list. We give you two templates, either by the grade. You can do a vertical proportion, or if you're a school that actually puts all of your grades on one sheet, we have a horizontal template here. You can go ahead and download those, customize those to your school, then go ahead and export out as a PDF and upload as normal. I also put together a help video for that particular topic as well to really kind of walk you through creating your school supply list correctly and consistently across the district. The other thing too is this report an absence. This has been an addition that we've added this year. The email has been up here, correctly setting email up on your site. We've just revised this a little bit to be specific to the report and absence functionality that a lot of schools want on their page. And once again, we also have a help video for that as well this year. If you ever need to go back to the home page, just click on Welcome Page at the top, and that will bring you back out here to the top for the help site. If you have any questions, always feel free, if you have questions that aren't answered on the site, feel free to go ahead and put your ticket in. And when you click on that, since you're already logged into the system, it already verifies your credentials and takes you right into the portal. And if you need to create a ticket, you would go under Technology Services, create a new ticket. And what you want to look for is over here, SharePoint Services is the web team. So we've broken these down into a couple issues, and if it doesn't fit, if what you need does not fit in any of these, just go ahead and do a miscellaneous issue and we'll take care of that. One last quick note, Webmaster changes in Sharewell are only for departments and WWW webmasters. The schools is now actually over back on the help site under how to add webmaster principals. This is now done in their school contact list. Okay, in this example, what we're going to do is use James Martin Middle as an example of how to correctly format your website overall. So let's go ahead and click on our About Our School page. The first thing I notice here is the fonts. And what I'm about to show you is what I would like you to do on every page of your website. Go ahead and edit the page. Do a Control A or select all, and it will select all the text on the page. And please start using your style sheets up here. So under styles, we're going to go ahead and apply a paragraph style. That will make all your fonts consistent. And what we're going to do now at this point is just go through all of our pages and format this. So the Webmaster here actually wanted these to be separate line item numbers, so we just apply the numbering system at the top. Let's go ahead and make that a style sheet of a heading 1. We're going to bold that and underline it. Same with this. Heading 1, bold and underline. And they also want the numbering applied to that. Let's space those out a little bit. There's a bunch of extra space down here. Let's go ahead and delete all that. Now there's a graphic up here, and I want to show you real quick how to properly format that. So under your image tab, and this Webmaster's done an excellent job. They have filled in their alt tag already. That is excellent. Let's say we wanted to put a text wrap on that. We're going to cut that graphic out of there temporarily, and we're going to delete this. And let's go ahead and paste that graphic right there, and we are going to put a right text wrap on that graphic. Okay, so we're all formatted and that looks great. We're going to go ahead and check the page in and go ahead and publish. Alright, so in our last example here, we're going to look at Irwin Academic Center and their curriculum page. This is an example of a Webmaster that used Google Drive to link a PDF to, and we ask that you never do this. We want all your documents to be inside of SharePoint. As you can see, that actually overrides the session window, and we don't want to do that. We want to put our documents in our SharePoint Documents folder. So what we have to do here is actually download the PDF. That will go to our downloads folder. I'm actually going to move that out of there and move that over to my desktop. I'm going to close out of this window and go back to the curriculum page. We're going to edit the page. We're going to put our document, our PDF in there, and as you can see, it asked us to replace it. That means that this Webmaster at some point, for some reason, has had put that document in the PDF documents folder. I'm not sure why they did not link that up and use the Google Drive instead. So what we're going to do is real quick make sure it's checked in and published, which if it says checked out, it is. We're going to go back to the curriculum page. Now we're going to edit the page, and I'm going to actually leave the bad link down there for a second just to refer to, and go ahead and type understanding your child's M class. And since that is a PDF that's going to open in a new window, we have to go ahead and actually put in parentheses opens in new window, and this is for the benefit of the JAWS screen reader software. And we're going to go ahead and now hook this link up. We're going to go ahead and highlight that, and at this point we're just going to insert a link from SharePoint. Go ahead and find Irwin's documents folder. Double click on documents and go ahead and take a look. If you do modified by descending, it will actually put the most recent uploads at the top of that list. So go ahead and do modified by descending, and you'll see the file that I just uploaded right there at the top. So one more time, descending, that'll organize most recent and go ahead and take a look at this URL at the bottom. Once we click on that, you will now see the full path name. Go ahead and insert. One extra step we're going to do, re-highlight your link, and you'll see a little checkbox open in new tab. We do ask that you put all your PDFs in new browser tabs, so make sure you click that. I'm going to go ahead and underline and bold that. By default, SharePoint does not underline hot links, so make sure you underline and bold. I went ahead and deleted the bad link. Let's go ahead and check this and make sure the Open in New Tab feature is selected. It is, which is great. Now let's just tighten up our spacing here a little bit. Yeah, let's go ahead and bold that as well so it's consistent, and opens in new window as well. And some quick formatting here. Let's go ahead and do a couple space deletions. Now you'll see that PDF icon up there on that first link. That's actually a feature in SharePoint. So highlight your link and you'll see another display icon field. Go ahead and check that box. SharePoint will go out and grab the most recent PDF icon, and that's about it. Everything's formatted, everything opens in new windows. We've underlined everything to indicate that it's a hot link, and that's it. Go ahead and check your page in, and go ahead and publish, and that's it.